As they ghost, they spend and shrink. Memories blur faster than you think. A moment's forever, the next.
It is Small Business Saturday, so I'm going to head to Nashville. The city that I live in is very small. We don't have any local yarn shops. It's actually quite heartbreaking. So I have to drive over an hour to get to Nashville, which has a couple. I know I'm definitely going to one. I don't know if I'm going to go to the other one. I don't really need anything, but I still want to support my local businesses, especially on Small Business Saturday. So I'm gonna give that a shot and see what we get. I am kidnapping my mom. She's gonna come with me. And yeah, we'll have some fun.
2 hours later.
Hello. I have just returned from Small Business Saturday and I wanted to do a little yarn haul. It is not that big, but I did get some very nice things. So I did want to go through that. For starters, the first place that we went was House of Yarn. This is in Nashville. And they have a very wide selection of yarn. It's a very big store. And they had a lot of brands that I feel like everybody knows, like Knitting for Olive. They had Sadness Garn or Sadness Garn, the yarn that Petite Knit uses for a lot of her stuff. They had a lot of Barocco and all like these really big brands, but they also had a lot of local dyers. And I knew going in what I wanted was a luxury yarn. So the yarn type that I was going for was cashmere. This is because I have basically only ever knit with value yarns. I have made a lot of things from Joann's and Michael's yarn, and I've never knit using luxury yarn. And I've kind of been getting a little bit of FOMO about that. So I decided I wanted to try it. I did find a local dyer within there, and the yarn was so beautiful. So it is Camilla, Camilla Fiber Co., handmade in Davidson County, Nashville, Tennessee. So this is from Nashville. It's a Nashville yarn company. I believe the color is Sylvan. I'm not 100% on that. Or it's Camilla. I'm not sure. I actually don't know what color this is. I think it's Sylvan. I'll confirm that. This is 70% alpaca, 20% silk, 10% cashmere. So a very small amount of cashmere, but when I tell you this yarn feels like butter, it is so soft. It is 100 grams, 400 meters, and it was $38. So this was definitely my most expensive purchase because I did end up buying two. This is because the plan I have for this is to make it into a Sophie hood. But the color alone wasn't really doing it for me because it is kind of flesh tone. So another local dyer I fell in love with was this. It's not really picking up too much on camera, but it's kind of more of like a berry pinky red. It's looking very red on camera from what I can see. But the silk underneath is like a gold, and I thought that was so gorgeous. So the base is lace mohair, and the fiber is 72% mohair and 28% silk. This is 50 grams, 450 yards. The colorway is brick, so it is pretty reddish. And this was 34 each. I did get two of these as well. But I think holding these double is going to create this really, really pretty effect. So this is what I'm going to be making the Sophie hood out of. It is going to be the most expensive hood or piece that I've made. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is Modus Operandi Fibers, also from Nashville, another local dyer. And the gentleman that worked there told me that she likes to use like natural things to dye her stuff. So this might have been dyed with like berries and stuff. I'm not sure. I do not have what she used to dye with it, but I might do some research on like her website and figure that out and share that with you. Additionally, I got some needles I needed for a project because I didn't have the size. It's a 3mm. I got some cute stitch markers because I was a sucker. I saw these and I'm sure these are everywhere, but they're large green flowers, very cute. I got those. And then the last thing in the bag was the gift that you get. So with Small Business Saturday, what's pretty common is if you purchase a certain amount or spend a certain amount of money, the companies will, or the businesses, I should say, they will give you a little gift. And the gift that they gave this one were these little yarn ball stitch stoppers. So you put these on the end of your needles to prevent your work from sliding off, which is very, very cute. And I think it matches. Look, it matches my yarn. How cute. So I'll have to use that. So that is what I got from House of Yarn. And then I wasn't we weren't going to go. My mom was with me. We weren't going to go to this one, but we decided to just take a chance because it was Small Business Saturday. I wanted to give a shot to this other yarn store. It's not very close. It was like another 20 minutes away from this store, but it was called Bliss Yarns. And let me tell you, we were both so happy we went. Now, I got everything I needed at this store, but I still kind of like, it's still yarn. You're still like tempted. You still have to buy things. And when we went there, the store is very cute. It's probably about half the size or like a third of the size of House of Yarn. So it's a bit smaller. But the people there who work there were so incredibly kind. They were so fun. And when we were there, they had a trunk show going on for this brand, which is the Twisted Ambitions yarn. I believe, yeah, Oklahoma. Okay. So they're based in Oklahoma. They were here to do a trunk show. So I did get this. This is the Sweet Sock yarn in the color Oasis. So we walked in there and they had a whole bunch of options in there, but it was mostly just like your pretty common stuff that you would see, like your Baroccos and your Nobos and big brands like that. And maybe they have more normally, but all of their tables that they had were filled with this brand, Twisted Ambition, just because of the trunk show, which is completely fair. We want to go back when they don't have a trunk show going so we can see the extent of their yarn that they sell. But the guy on his label, he's so cute. He was there. And they had a thing where if you buy a mystery bag, it was just like one of those like bubble mailer bags or like a plastic mailer bag with a single special dyed sock yarn. You had to open it on camera, and they did not say that when I made the purchase. So I was buying my yarn. I got one of the mystery bags. It was like $25. This was, I believe, 30. I don't remember. It doesn't say on here. I think it was like 30. It's really, really pretty. It's a sock yarn. So I'm going to make my first pair of socks here shortly. I already have the pattern picked out, and this is what I plan on using for that. But I made the purchase and I got the mystery bag. And at the register, the lady was like, okay, so you're going to go over there and you're going to meet with the dyer whose name escapes me. I'm so sorry. And he is going to be with you while you film, and you're going to be filmed opening the bag, and we're going to put it on, I think they said, their Facebook page. I have to find it later. And I'm like, okay. I'm glad I look cute today. So I had to do with a mystery bag opening. So the other skein of yarn that I got, it's so cute. I was so lucky. I'm so lucky. So it's the same exact yarn weight. It's the Sweet Sock one, but this is just, it's called One of a Kind is the colorway because it is one of a kind. All the colors were different. Again, Twisted Ambition. It's very, very cute. He has some really, really fun colors, I have to say. Some really fun colorways. If you like bright, he's got you covered, but he also has some good muted ones, as we can see here. So this is a one of a kind. I'm very excited to make some socks out of this one day too. Not exactly what I needed, but it's still cool. It was a really fun experience. And then I also got, I really wanted a new project bag, just a small one. So I'm a sucker when it comes to anything dog related. So I had to get this really cute, what do they call it? Laminated cotton. So it's a cotton bag, but they like treated it in something to where it's like waterproof. It's really cool. It has a couple small pockets in here so I can fit my notions, and it's a drawstring, so it cinches at the top. It's really, really cute. I'm going to use this a lot. So I'm very happy with that one. One thing I really have been needing is one of those little holders for your project. So if you want to like take it off the needles and use those needles for something else, you have a little cable that you can do that for. So I got this one. I also got this one at the Bliss Yarns. I don't know if I said that. The second yarn store is called Bliss Yarns. Very cute store, also in Nashville, a bit further out of the way, but very nice. I think I got this from the original store. My mom made a purchase too and gave it to me. This is a needle holder. I think I got this at House of Yarn, but just a little wooden needle holder. Very cute. We kind of like we're just throwing things in the bags. So also from House of Yarn, this was from my mom's purchase. She got me a House of Yarn stitch marker. I don't know if that's focused or not. It's cute. And then she really loved this. There was like a little notion holder that in the shape of a burger, and it came with 2 stitch markers, little burger stitch markers. So she gave me one of those. And then the free gift from this one, from Bliss Yarns, were these Christmas stitch markers. Very, very cute. Look at how adorable these things are. So we got a whole bunch of little alpacas and some Santa. Very cute. And I loved these ladies so much. My mom like really loved the ones I got. I'm like, I can share, you can have some. And she's like, is this your mom? I'm like, yeah. She's like, here, you can give her one. So they gave me an extra one for her to have, which was really, really sweet of them. And that's it. So that's everything I got. So I'm gonna try and show a bit of this. I'm planning on working on the Sophie scarf right away. So hopefully I will have some of that to show for you. Or Sophie hood, not Sophie scarf, Sophie hood. I plan on making that right away because I really want it. And I want to use this yarn. It's so pretty. I am so in love with this yarn. And I better be for the price that I paid. I don't think I said these were $34 each. The mohair. And then the mystery one of a kind was $25. And then like I said, I think this was about 30, maybe 32. Wait, I have a receipt. I can tell you. It was 30. Yeah, so 30. So I got $5 off by getting a mystery one. That's pretty cool. But I got a whole bunch of cool stuff. I cannot wait to use all of it, but it's going to be a while till I get to use all of it. But it wasn't that much of a yarn haul, only 6 skeins. But I spent quite a bit of money. I'm not going to say how much, but you can do the math. And yeah, it was really fun. The people that we met at Bliss Yarns are definitely it was worth going to that store. So we're really happy we went, and we had a really good time. And yeah, support your local businesses. You can get some really cool things and you can meet some really cool people. I met this young woman, I don't know how old she was, maybe like early 20s, who saw my scarf. I was wearing this one and she's like, is that the Sophie scarf? I've wanted to make one, but I've also wanted to make the hood. And I'm like, I literally just bought yarn to make another hood. So I highly recommend it. She's like, how much do you need? Can I get it? I'm like, yes, let me tell you. So it's really cool. You get to meet some really cool people going to local shops. And I really wish that the city that I live in actually had some, because we don't. The only yarn store I have within the city is Michael's, which is fine, but it doesn't have nice stuff like this. So very excited to play with some of this yarn. Well, all of this yarn eventually, but some of it now. And yeah, I'll see you around, probably as I'm working on a couple of these. I absolutely love how this hood came out. I just want to say, this is so incredibly soft. It's probably the softest thing I've ever made. So this is going to be worn a lot. I will say, since it has been incredibly cold here, and I know it's a lot colder in other parts of the country, so I feel you. But here it's just below freezing. This is not the right kind of scarf / headwear for it. It's cozy, it's soft, not very warm for freezing temperatures. So this would be perfect in autumn, in spring, but not so much in winter, sadly. I'll still wear it because it's cute and your girl's gotta be fashionable, of course. Anyway, I did grossly overestimate how much yarn I needed for this, which is really annoying. I had the pattern in front of me when I was in the shop, and I was like, oh, well, for this, I'm going to need X amount of meters of yarn, which is more than one skein. So I need 2 skeins of each of these colors. Tell me why I only used half of a skein for each the mohair and the cashmere wool blend. I don't know. I don't know how that works out. I don't get it. It's fine. I have quite a bit left over. I think I'll have enough to make a top out of the wool cashmere blend, and then I don't know what else I'm going to make out of the mohair, but I'll figure that out later. As for the sock yarn, the green one for sure you will see used in my next video. I have a big project that I'm working on for that one. So that's why this video is not very in-depth, not very vloggy, not a lot going on here. It's because everything I've been working on for the past few weeks is going towards that video that you'll see in a couple weeks. So surprises, secrets, I have been working on something that I'm quite happy about. So I will show all that off in the next video. I really wanted to include the video that they took of me when I was at the shop when I had the mystery bag for the second skein of sock yarn, but they never posted it anywhere. I kept checking their Facebook and their website and their Instagram. I was checking everything, and they haven't posted it all because I really want to see it. I want to see what other people grabbed. And I wanted to include it because I thought it would be a really cute thing to include, but they haven't posted it yet, and it's been about a week. So sadly, I won't be able to include that one, but I'll try and find it one day, maybe just like save it for a rainy day. I don't know. So yeah, that's it for this video. I know it's really short, but like I said, I do have a lot going on for next video in a couple of weeks. So you'll see a lot more going on then and hopefully understand why this one was so short. But if you're new here and feel like sticking around and you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe. I put out a new video every other Sunday. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you like it and I can keep making more content. And that is it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And take care. And I love you.